Now, let us provide the solution to this question given to us. So we are given that integral of x squared divided by root of 9 minus x squared dx. Now, at this point, the first thing we do is to consider the denominator. So we know that denominator is root 9 minus x squared, which can further be expressed as root 3 squared minus x squared. Now, looking at this, the denominator is of the form the root of a squared minus s squared. And if we have such an expression, x is given as a sine theta. So by comparing this and this, you will find out that x is equal to x and a is equal to 3. So therefore, we have it that x is equal to 3 sine theta. Now, if you look at our integrand, we have x squared and we have the x. So we have to obtain the value of x squared and obtain the value of the x. So for x squared, we take the square of both sides. So this becomes x squared equal to 3 squared multiplied by sine squared theta. And this is giving us 9 sine squared theta. So therefore, x squared is equal to 9 sine squared theta. So to simplify things, let's call here equation 1 and let's call here equation 2. Now also from equation 1, the x will be given as the x equal to, if we differentiate the x with respect to theta, we have that this is 3 cos theta d theta. Let's call here equation 3. But from equation 1, we can express that sine theta is equal to x divided by 3, where x at this point is the opposite and 3 is given as the hypotenuse. Now we are going to substitute equation 2 and equation 3 into our integral. So therefore recall that our integral is x squared divided by root of 9 minus x squared dx. So x squared is given as 9 sine squared theta divided by, we have root of 9 minus x squared again is 9 sine squared theta, and the s is 3 cos theta d theta. So we have it that this becomes integral of 9 sine squared theta multiplied by 3 cos theta d theta, all divided by root of 9, open bracket 1 minus sine squared theta. So all I did here was that I factored out 9, since 9 is common. But we know that 1 minus sine squared theta is equal to cos squared theta from our 3 identities. So this becomes integral of 9 sine squared theta multiplied by 3 cos theta d theta, all divided by root 9 times root cos squared theta. But root 9 is equal to 3 and root cos squared theta is equal to cos theta. So at this point, we have it now that the integral becomes 9 sine squared theta times 3 cos theta d theta divided by 3 multiplied by cos theta. So at this point, cos theta will cancel out cos theta, and 3 will cancel out 3. So we'll be left with integral of 9 sine squared theta d theta. But by trig identity, we know that sine squared theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. So at this point, we are going to replace sine squared theta by 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by 2. Thus, we now have that this becomes integral of 9, open bracket, 1 minus cos 2 theta, all divided by 2 d theta. Now, 9 and 2 are constant, so this becomes 9 divided by 2, factor that, integral of 1 minus cos 2 theta d theta. So at this point, we have that 9 divided by 2, or enclosed in a bracket, integral of d theta minus integral of cos 2 theta d theta will now be equal to, if we integrate, this becomes 9 divided by 2, open bracket, theta, because integral of d theta is theta, minus, and also integral of cos 2 theta is sine 2 theta divided by 2. So we have that this is sine 2 theta divided by 2 plus c, which is our integration constant. So therefore, this becomes 9 multiplied by theta divided by 2 minus 9 sine 2 theta divided by 4 plus c. Also, we know that sine 2 theta from our trig identity is giving us 2 sine theta cos theta. So we now have it that this is 9 multiplied by theta divided by 2 minus 9 multiplied by 2 sine theta cos theta plus c, and then here is divided by 4. Now, if you remember, we established that sine theta is equal to x divided by 3, where x is the opposite and 3 is the hypotenuse. Now, if we represent this in a right angle triangle, here becomes our theta, and s is the opposite side, so here is x, and 3 is the hypotenuse side. At this point, we can be able to obtain cos theta. So, to obtain cos theta, we use the Pythagoras theorem. So, let's go here y equal to, by Pythagoras theorem, we know that 3 squared will be equal to x squared plus y squared. So, y squared will be equal to 3 squared is 9, and x squared move to the left hand side becomes minus s squared. So, y is equal to root of 9 minus s squared. So, therefore, at this point, cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, and this is equal to, our adjacent is root 9 minus x squared. So this is root 9 minus x squared divided by 3. And also from here, we can establish that theta is equal to sine inverse of x divided by 3. So at this point, we have obtained sine theta, we have obtained cos theta, we have obtained theta. So we are going to substitute all the expression into this equation here. So therefore, we have it that 9 multiplied by theta divided by 2 minus 9 divided by 4 multiplied by 2 sine theta cos theta plus c. So if we substitute, we have that 9 divided by 2. Theta is giving us sine inverse of x divided by 3 minus 18 divided by 4. Open your bracket. Sine theta is giving us x divided by 3 times. Also, cos theta is giving us root of 9 minus x squared, all divided by 3. We close the bracket, plus our constant of integration c. So if we further simplify, this becomes 9 divided by 2 sine inverse of x divided by 3 minus 18 divided by 36, open bracket, x multiplied by root of 9 minus x squared plus c. So therefore, we have it that this becomes 9 divided by 2 sine inverse of x divided by 3 minus x multiplied by root of 9 minus x squared, all divided by 2 plus c. So at this point, we have been able to integrate the function given to us. Thank you so much for watching. And if you know you learned something in the video, please encourage us by subscribing to our channel and liking this video. Thank you so much for doing that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.